Hello, everyone. This is the Imperialist. I'm so sorry I haven't been on here recently. So if you're catching me live, do a hashtag live in the comments. If you catch the replay later, hashtag replay. It's Facebook algorithm, right? I don't make the rules. We just enforce them. Let me know you're here in the comments. We've had an influx of group members and page likes and interaction and stuff like that. So I wanted to come on here and awesome. Hey, Melissa, thanks so much for joining. So I wanted to come on here and first tell my story a little bit. Some of you know me, some of you don't. Some of you know me and don't know my story. So real quick, I've been a cannabis consumer for 10 years. And for 10 years, I lived with that stigma. I lived in fear. I couldn't tell anyone. When I became a mom 6 years ago, what kind of mother ingests cannabis, right? I couldn't deal with the stigma. I couldn't deal with the judgment. I couldn't deal with the ridicule. So I kept my mouth shut. And I went like that for 10 years. And some of the ailments that I treat myself are for achalasia, which is a disease that affects 1 in 100,000 people. At one time, I was 93 pounds and literally starving to death. Achalasia is the inability of your esophageal sphincter to relax, which means food constricts, food gets stuck there, and there's no way for me to eat. It just comes back out. I have PTSD, I have anxiety, I have osteoporosis, I have degenerative disc disease, I have migraines, vertigo, a whole bunch of ailments. So 6 years ago, my son was born and he was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at 25 days old. And as you can see, CF mom, right? Purple is the color for cystic fibrosis awareness. So I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about that. As you can imagine, as a mother, having a child diagnosed with an incurable disease is the worst thing in the world that can happen to you. You feel lost, you feel confused, you feel guilt, especially because CF is a genetic disorder. I still blame myself. I should have known I was a carrier. So when you have a child with an incurable disease, you want to believe the doctors. You don't know what it is. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what it affects. So cystic fibrosis is a genetic disorder that affects pulmonary and digestive functions. So it affects breathing and eating. So at that time, back in 2012, when my son was born, I listened to the doctors, listened to everything they told me. And let's fast forward 5 years. Last year, the doctor said that my son's liver enzymes were increasing. So, okay, let's take a look at the liver enzymes. So I go back to when he was 1 year old, and I look at his liver enzymes for the past 5 years. His liver enzymes were over the regular level when he was 1. Why didn't they say anything? Why didn't they do anything? 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year. Now he's got liver damage. You know why he has liver damage? Besides cystic fibrosis, it's not that cystic fibrosis causes liver damage. It can. But it causes liver damage because the doctors tell you to feed him fatty foods, high sugar, all these things. So cystic fibrosis, 30% of people with cystic fibrosis also have diabetes. It affects their liver and their pancreas, and of course all those organs. So needless to say, last year, after I had looked for the past 5 years at his liver enzymes, I'm not a doctor, I don't know what they mean, I had to go look it up. They've been elevating for 5 years. I was mad, angry, sad, furious. I still am. So I listened to them. You know what, after that I said, no fear this year, all right? I am the only one who is going to stick up for my child. I am the only one who's going to be an advocate for my child. I might get a little emotional, so I'm just going to warn you. So anyway, I thought about it. I did more research. I'm like, okay, well, if cannabis can help me, I know what cannabis can do. I did even more research, more research, more research. Guess what? Which I already knew, but I didn't know how cannabis would affect my son specifically. Our bodies were meant to consume cannabis. You heard that right. We have internal cannabinoids in our body. They're called endogenous, which means internal. When you take an exogenous substance, external, like cannabis, and you put it together into the internal, they start this fusion. You want to achieve homeostasis between your external and internal compounds. Your body's working together to get those things going. All right, just a quick explanation. I'm getting to my son's appointment. Cystic fibrosis has made a lot of, well, I'm not even going to say that. The research they've done has been a waste of money. Let me tell you why. You know what their cure drug is called? Orkambi is one of their cures for cystic fibrosis. My son's current symptoms of cystic fibrosis include nausea, headaches, stomach pain, lack of appetite, constipation, blockage, a whole bunch of these things. Those are his side effects of having cystic fibrosis. All of these things. So you know what their miracle drug Orkambi does? This is what they say the side effects of Orkambi is. The drug that's supposed to cure cystic fibrosis. The drug that's supposed to help my son. Side effects of Orkambi. Liver damage. My son already has it. It causes constipation. It causes nausea, diarrhea, gas, increase in blood enzymes, stuffy nose, headache, flu-like symptoms, irregular, if you're female, irregular cycles, breathing problems, shortness of breath. He already has these. Cystic fibrosis people already have these things, and they created a drug that gave them more of those things. Let me tell you the other parts of that. So they're telling me if I give my son Orkambi that he could have a chance to have 60% less hospital visits. My son's had one hospital visit in 6 years. You know why? Because I didn't give him those drugs. It also states that your children could, if you take Orkambi, you could have an increase of 3 to 4% lung function. Well, guess what? My son went to his doctor's appointment the other day, and his lung function has increased 18% without this horrible drug. Let's see what else. It says that my son could decrease, Orkambi could help decrease liver enzymes by 5%. Check this out. I put my son on cannabis a few months ago. I'm going to get emotional because I'm pretty excited about this. His liver enzymes have been increasing. He's at the abnormal level. For his liver enzymes, he's supposed to be between 15 and 50 ULs. Well, when he was 1, it was 43, 49, 45, 42, and 40. Guess what it was the other day? 34. The lowest my son's liver enzymes have ever been since he's been on cannabis. Not the FDA-approved drugs, not the CF doctor's drugs, not these miracle drugs that are supposed to help my son that have it. His other set of liver enzymes, 49, 43, 55, 66, 92. My son's liver enzymes were so elevated at 92. The normal for liver enzymes for this one is 25. Guess what they were the other day? 67. My son's liver enzymes decreased 35 points from cannabis, not from the FDA-approved drugs. His glucose levels dropped. Let's see, 98 to 84. They dropped, what is that, 14 points? I can't fake these lab results, folks. I can tell you all day how cannabis has helped me. I got the patch on. I got my vapes right here. I got my oil right here. Okay, I can tell you all day long how it helps me, and it has. I cannot doctor these lab results. My son's liver enzymes have decreased over 30 points from cannabis. So, you tell me, FDA approved or cannabis? What do you think your body responds to? The drugs want to give my son cause liver damage. They cause constipation. They cause organ blockage. Really? That's the best you can offer? So, emotional over here, yeah. April, hello. Monique, hello. Melissa, hello. Andy, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. So I wanted to come on here a little bit. These CF doctors didn't even question that my son's liver enzymes decreased. I don't know if they think it's some miracle. I refused their liver drugs. I refused to give them the medicine. They think that we're giving him these things, I guess. I don't know. But I'm here to tell you that I can't give you any more proof to what cannabis is capable of besides my son's results. Cannabis is safe. Our bodies were built to consume these botanical plants, the botanical-based supplements, and it truly is a supplement to our bodies. I know you're going to hear a lot of people say that, oh, it's medicine, it's medicinal. It can be medicinal. It is therapeutic, but I want you to change your mindset. Cannabis is our body's pure supplement that we can give ourselves. It supplements the endocannabinoids that are in our body. Remember, we take those external components, we combine it, and you get this homeostatic state of harmony, and your physiological functions start being regulated. They start working the way that they were supposed to be. When you take FDA-approved drugs, granted, some of those drugs are going to target that one symptom you have. But here's what it's going to do. It's going to target one thing and then block all those other functions. The messages that are supposed to be going to your brain, to your body, are going to get blocked. It's going to stop, right? Those messages aren't going to get through because those FDA-approved drugs, the real drugs that are being administered to us, they're not working. They want you to think it does, okay? The government knows that cannabis is good. They put a patent on it, all right? They know. They're hypocrites and they're liars. Anyway, I got a little bit off on a tangent. I get a little excited. But I know it can be scary. I know it can be, that stigma's there and that fear, especially for mothers, right? What kind of a mother? What kind of a mother? Let me tell you what kind of a mother. The kind of mother that cares for their child and will do anything and risk everything to make sure that their child is healthy, to make sure that their child can function the way that their body was meant to function. So I wanted to come on here today. I was so excited when I saw these lab results this week. I was blown away by, oh, here's a handout on Orkambi, and here's all the horrible things it does, but this is the only thing we could come up with all the billions of dollars of research. So let me get to the comments here. Definitely, yes, amazing discovery, all the proof you need, absolutely, absolutely. I want to thank you all for all the support you've shown, for all the questions. Keep asking those questions. Go to the website, thehempuralist.com. Look at all the articles I have on there, all the studies. Do research yourself. Think of all these questions you may have. I may not have the exact answer. I probably do, but if I don't, I will go find it and I will tell you, or I'll tell you where to go. I am your personal partner in providing tailored solutions in all things hemp, whether that be supporting you, whether that be helping you or recommending things to you. I also recently was certified in clinical cannabinoid medicine. So I have the same certifications that a cannabis doctor would in Florida that can recommend cannabis. I've been a researcher and consumer for 10 years. My child, I just can't tell you, I can't say it enough. I can't express to you enough how much cannabis means to me and my family and how much it can mean for you. People wonder, Well, can it really help all these things? It sounds like a miracle. It's not a miracle. A miracle would imply that there's no science behind it. There's plenty of science. There's plenty of studies. Don't let anybody tell you or harass you or make you feel guilty for wanting to give your children or your body cannabis. All right? So, I just wanted to come on here today, tell a little bit about my story, talk about my son, and describe you all the great things that cannabis is doing for my beautiful baby boy. And I will continue to give him cannabis. And if I ever get arrested because he's got low THC levels, you guys need to go to the media. My family already knows, all right? But that's something I just gotta risk. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any questions, please reach out. Don't be afraid to. I can't thank you enough for your support and your questions and everything else on here. Some of you have some product on the way to you, and I cannot wait for you to try it. And after you do, I want you to document your results. Pay attention to your body, even your acne, right? I have acne. So after you take it for a while, you're just going to start noticing like, wow, I feel great. So anyway, I really thank you so much. And I'm going to get off here right now, but check out thehempuralist.com. We've also got a lot of products coming out, which I'm so excited about. I'll do a live next week about that. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, hit me with your best shot in the comments. If you caught this live, hashtag live. If you catch the replay, hashtag replay. And I will see you guys again soon. Thank you.